This is Nate Riggs with NateRiggs.com, and I'm here with Dan Hoffman and Nick Jones with Palestra Creative. Thanks for taking some time. Can you tell us a little bit about what you guys do at Palestra?
Yeah, I think we do a little bit of anything that involves getting creative with video. We started off doing mostly journalism in the music world, which was interesting, and now we do a lot of production work, work for small businesses who want to get their image online in a solid video, music video, documentary, storytelling, but I think that's where most of our style survives best, is in kind of the open documentary style storytelling that's half journalism and kind of half production.
So, one of the things that I really liked that you guys did was this whole 6 Degrees Kelvin with Eric Leslie, and it was very much I like to say it was very much in the style of Friday Night Lights. We were just talking about this idea of artistry in terms of video production. What's your take on that? How has video gone from being bland to more artistic in terms of how you actually produce the content?
I think for us, being content producers, we're always watching content, and I think it's just a matter of stepping back and saying, what's going to make me connect to a video I'm watching, what's going to make me connect to a story. And I think coming through college and into the workforce, working on all types of videos, corporate videos, promotional videos, different types of storytelling. A lot of it is controlled, and to step back and say, okay, let's tell a story and not have so much control, and let it kind of tell itself. Let's take a film approach. Let's focus on some different elements, settings, and get something that's engaging and authentic, and make the process more organic, and all that kind of makes for something that makes for good video. And I think you mentioned Eric Leslie is a great example of somebody who, it's great to have someone like him who came into, I guess we kind of all met together, and he came from that same idea and liked the idea. So we had someone, a cheerleader, kind of guiding us and helping us, kind of supporting us in that whole idea. Not wanting too much control, but all about the documentary type of process is how we did it.
I think being open to failure also is something that kind of helps the art form. Being open to the fact that those awkward moments are going to be some of the best moments that people are going to gravitate to. Some of the things that you didn't know that were going to happen will end up, by chance. We've had a lot of times where things have lucked out or shaped the way that a direction, even in a music video that's super scripted, the weather and different things can help take you in one direction, and being open to that flow on a shoot day and not getting aggravated by that. And then everything that Dan said, and also the equipment. The equipment has really changed the game and allowed us to be, allowed the artists to come out of the independent or small market video production circuit, and allowed us to take something that maybe would just look like a typical video, so you script it like a typical video, and give it a different look, so you're able to spend more time and kind of mold the clay a little bit more.
One thing that's interesting, you talk about this documentary style, this free format of letting the content happen rather than scripting the content. When it comes time for post-production, obviously you guys are shooting hours and hours and hours of video. How do you storyboard this? What's the process that you use to try to take this free flow content and actually wrap it into a story?
I think that's the challenging part. I mean, I think that's when I say losing control. I think post is the one area where sometimes we have a rough idea how it might turn out, so we have that in our mindset while we're shooting and everything. But you got to be comfortable with the idea of going into post and make that process being a little more intense. I think as far as you got to have a producer mindset when you're kind of putting all that stuff together. as far as storage, I mean, it's just like, it's just a matter of being organized. And sometimes we'll see some things where we could use maybe something after the fact that we've already shot something, and maybe we go out and we just get just a few little things, nothing too intense, but something to kind of complete the whole story.
Yeah.
We're missing those pieces.
So this is kind of interesting because most of the time you guys are on this side of the camera. How is it being on the other side?
It's interesting. Yeah, it's not typical. We're definitely not in front of the camera ever, and I think we prefer it that way.
Right.
Well, thanks very much for taking time to talk to me guys. Big fan of what you guys are doing. Nick Jones and Dan Hoffman of Palestra Creative. NateRiggs.com.